Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Manor Lords. Nexusville got absolutely wrecked and we're still recovering from that raider scenario. What do we even have here? Why is there snow? There shouldn't be snow here. Anywho, we are still reeling from those repercussions. It was a tough winter. Maybe that's why. There's still little white things on the ground, but we have a whole road of unusable territory, unfortunately. Now, that being said, I did spend a little time offline, recovering as much as possible. Ooh, that's another bandit raider, so, okay. Yep, I know what we're doing today. So thank you guys, and ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, for tuning in today. I'm very excited to see where this episode goes. We're going to be trying to rebuild Nexusville as much as we can. But look at this. I don't know what's happened exactly, but I think maybe it has something to do with like the cooldown years of some sort in the settings. We have 4 bandit camps, and I'm really itching to take them all on. Now, Havocville is going to be our primary area, and it's hilarious that Eshino is the one that has received all the funds, considering we can't do it. We can't use them. So we're going to select everyone, and we're just going to tackle everything all at once. Now we have loads and loads of everything. We'll get into that in just a little bit. I want to start off with a good solid round of all of our armies kind of going after these 4 bandit camps, and hopefully we can bring in a little more into our regions in terms of food and produce and everything in between. All right, here we go. We already have the first set coming in. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this right here, and then I'm gonna have these guys go after the other boyos. We'll have you come over on this side. I have zero doubts that these fine gentlemen right here can't take on a group of 16 bandits. I mean, that is 81 troops against their 16. So yeah, we're definitely going to be able to take them on. And I just want these guys to come over here so we can start taking everyone out on this other one. And all is well and good in the neighborhood. I need you boyos to line up, because they are coming in. Oh my word, this rain is just gorgeous. And a gorgeous sounding too. I know that's a little bit of a weird statement, but while it will decrease the efficiency of our bowmen, there's definitely going to be some ASMR videos up on the channel here in the next week. Speaking of that, while we're waiting here, I do plan on doing like an ASMR deal where we can, it's not me talking, it's a stationary camera that might move around a little bit, and it can be with or without music. I want to know your thoughts while we prepare for this. All right. Oh my word, it looks so flippin' flapping good. There's no way they withstand that. Nope, they're already going down. Brilliant. Flippin', flappin', brilliant. Anyway, so yeah, your thoughts on that would be great. We're gonna go ahead and move these guys up. We're gonna go ahead and take this, and we are gonna go ahead and start pushing again to take those guys out. I think the sooner we do, the better. Everything will be in its right spot. And while we do wait, we do have everyone here, and no one, we still need some room for more people. So what we're going to do is we are going to yeah, this is more of a farming community. We're definitely going to just do this. Actually, no, we're going to hold off. I need a road to go through here, so we're going to push it right like that. I think kind of keeping to the contours just a little bit, just like that. Great. That's going to give us a great foundation going forward. We have these boyos that are going to start coming into there. We are going to go ahead and send treasures to the closest town. Is that Havocville? No, I think they are primarily targeting Ashenau. Okay, well, we won't do that going forward. We will simply add it to our own areas, and we'll be right and good. We're going to go ahead and move these guys here. I'm just going to be like, you know what, screw this. We're just going to go ahead and just bash right into them. No, I said bash right into them. Well, fine. If you must do it this way. There we go. There we go. It's a bit of a mess. but it works nonetheless. What is this? Oh, is that he's just literally been spotted? I thought some more bandits. I'd be so pissed off if that happened. Let's go ahead and go here. We're gonna go ahead and move these boyos into enemy territory. We can totally take them. I know we can. We're gonna go ahead and belong in the treasury. We're gonna move our boyos here. Here comes the next troop. We can start trying to get these brigands in as well. Now we are a little bit downhill. I would like to go right here. Just to, again, you know, we're trying to actually be strategic minded here. There we go. That'll be an easy enough battle for us. And then we actually may go ahead and divert these guys to here. They'll draw out in just a tiny little bit. But once again, you gotta love cinematics. Here we go. Hold the line, men. It's pretty much, yeah, right here that they're gonna start breaking. Ooh, boom, 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 boom. Nice. Very well done, lads. Let's go ahead and get you in there. And again, wiping out that last group of bandits is gonna be a piece of cake. Enemies have been spotted. Okay, good. Whew. I'm always so paranoid now. Nexusville has ruined my ability to enjoy battles in that regard. 100%. All right, this is a piece of cake. So much so that we're just gonna super fast forward time and see what happens. Whew. Talk about pin cushions. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and bring our archers back. And then we'll be right as rain, just a tiny bit. All right, with that out of the way, I did establish a neighborhood. I don't remember if I established it at the end of the last episode or if this was also something that we did, or that I did offline. Wouldn't be surprised if it was the latter, but again, we were kind of running out of assigned jobs, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't get too crazy in ourselves. And I think that's gonna happen. Now, as you can see, we already have lots of people moving into this space, and we have removed the negative modifier of homelessness, which I think will go a long ways. Now, what else we have done is we have brought in a pack station. And what we're doing is we are exchanging barley for veggies. Now, that's going to really help because we do have a lot of barley, and I do believe we're about to harvest a bunch of flax. I'm unsure at the moment. But basically, what I wanted to do is just be like, hey, I need to exchange some barley for some food because we are starving. And we're not starving over here. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the barter system at the moment. I don't feel like it's super duper complete. So it'd be interesting to see if anything comes of that. Not that I'm complaining about it. It's just simply something that I think needs a little more fleshing out, basically. Long story short. But what we're going to do for now, per my usual love and desire, we're gonna have this neighborhood be fleshed out a little bit in a super fast forward time lapse. All right, that's not a good noise. My time lapse got interrupted. Usually that means a band of raiders. Oh, sweet Mary Mother Joseph, Nexusville. No way. Oh, good Lord Almighty. Okay, well, what we can do real quick, we're gonna pause. We can expand our retinue. Hello, hi. Are you not going to let me? There we go. So we can bring in a lot more if we wanted to. Or I can just upgrade the men that we have right now, and that may be more beneficial. No, we're gonna have, there we go. We're gonna bring in all the men that we can. We're not gonna personalize them just yet. But what we are going to do is we're going to bring in as many people as we can. That's for freaking sure. And we are going to have the Manor boys be right here. Son of a biscuit. I love it. But it's like, dude, let me breathe just a little bit. That's fine. We have an almost entirely full retinue. And they are, look at that. Look at those men. They're like, yep, We're going to go through and clip through. It's all good in the neighborhood. And we are going to protect everyone else, everything else that's possible. But man alive, if we can get here before they get here, that's such a long trek. There's no way they're doing it. But it would be so awesome to have this battle happen right over here. So what I think we may end up doing is we may end up having some smaller armies, like one or two units, as it were, in each region, just so we can have something to counter them with, basically, because good lordy, that's intense. In the meantime, we're going to build ourselves a trading post in between the deserted regions so we could start trading. We do have a load of timber. I mean, like, just tons of timber and a lot of firewood, and we could definitely sell that. And we are also making linen as well. So we've got a lot going for us. We just have to make ourselves a little more established. And if I remember, also, we have a marketplace here. We're going to go ahead and demolish that. All right, what is it looking like? It's not looking great, guys. I'm not going to lie. These guys are running as fast as they can, I assume. And I don't think we're going to have that. Now, however, our retinue is extremely powerful. So, push comes to shove, I think we'll be able to do it, and it'll be just fine. I don't really have any concerns on that front. My main concern is just these guys getting here as quickly as possible, and being upset that they ruined my everything over here. Completely ruined it, but it's okay. Now what we might do over here as well is, we'll worry about that in just a little bit. Let's see what happens over here. All right, our troops are not even close. Like, it's not even a contest right now. So all I can hope for at the moment is that these boyos will stand your ground. They'll fight under the shade. And these guys, you know what? Let's actually get that charge in. There we go. And then you're going to stand your ground. As our reinforcements are slowly heading in, these boyos are going to have to fight, and they're going to have to fight hard. And I just really, really hope that they can last. They're already taking them down, which is great. Oh no, we're doing awesome here. We have twice the attack. We have 7 times the armor. Well, almost 10 times the armor. We have a massive shield. We've already lost 1 boyo. Alright, so we are becoming overwhelmed. Really need you guys to hurry up, because if you burn my manor down, I'm going to be heckin' ticked. But you can see that they've already taken down quite a few soldiers for every one that they just lost. Oh my word. I can't believe this is actually happening right now. Let's go ahead and move our archers. We need our archers to all be group 1. And then these guys to all be group 2. And we're going to use these guys as like a protective force for sure. The archers are going to come in. We are losing men a little faster than I want to. But man alive, are they doing great. Look at that. Look at that combat. Look at that combat. They're starting to surround me. Yep, they're definitely starting to get all the way around. But they are tanking them like madmen. Where we got? Where we got? Oh my word. Hurry up, please. That's great. New person in Havocville. Super duper awesome. Draw your lines right here. Oh my goodness. We're already down to 14, but they've like really done a solid job here. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Don't mind this. That's about to happen right here. Oh, I can't. I'm stuck. I need to go support my troops. Oh no. I'm legit stuck. Apparently you can't go through the gate. That's hilarious. Okay. Alright, well, the men are holding on. They are holding on quite well. We've got some guys trying to break loose, which is a big, big no-no. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, let's take that mentality. Let's bring it right here. They're already wavering. You can see that they're not doing well at all. Very, very nice. The retinue, we lost half of our people, which is 500 gold in our treasury. Oh, but well done. All right, well, that was a whirlwind, and unfortunately they didn't do jack diddly. We may have to get our spear militia away. Like, we may have to not do them anymore because, well, they just weren't that great. And in fact, that's what we will do. Let's go ahead and just push. I mean, we'll dissolve them, right? We'll disband them. But I'm going to wait until I actually have stuff here before I go and do something reckless like build another unit or not be able to build another unit. So taxation is interesting here because I'm wondering if it isn't... It's just for Nexusville. And that's not what we need. We don't need one in Nexusville. What we do need is one in Havocville. And we actually have quite the timber and availability to do it in. So I'm really wondering, where do we build another manor? I'm still a little bit dead set on doing something right here. I feel like that would be really cool, but at the same time, we do have a good place here. So maybe we rock it right up in this area. Let's see what we can't do. All right. One of the things I am totally going to pull from... Oh, no, we can't do any of this. Hold on. Close. We only have 10 timber, so never mind. We won't do that for now. What we will do is definitely... We're going to draw, and we're going to pull wood from here. We're going to do that with our other guys as well, just so we can start drawing that. And basically, we're not making a lot of treasury because there's not a lot of level 2s over here. In fact, there's no level 2s because we don't have enough fulfilled there. With the bandits now out of the way, let's go ahead and start working them up to level 2s. That's going to start with building a small church. And I think it makes sense to build the church on top of a hill where they can all worship as they climb the mountain. And so let's go ahead and we're just going to cut straight down like this. There we go. Now, the hope here is that maybe I can do a time lapse because it got interrupted before. We do have plenty of space. We are experiencing a great deal of hunger, and that's simply because I don't have enough wealth to start generating stuff outside of here. We do have some barley, which is great, but again, it doesn't really help us. We could go and get more foragers. We are at our limit there. Let's go ahead and get another forager hut and see if that works. In the meantime, we're definitely going to watch this time lapse. And just like that, ba-boom. All right, what are we missing in order to level up? We need our church level to increase, and that's actually it. Because if we go here, we see that it is increased. We are going to start massively upgrading this because, again, it generates 1 regional wealth per family per month. So if we have a lot of these level 2s, then we are going to be in the right spot. What are we missing? Food stalls and church level. Okay, what we're going to do here, we're going to upgrade Nexusville massively, and we're going to do it rapidly as well, because, well, we desperately need to. Now, what I can do, I think, is secure... Let's take a look here. We apparently don't have very good harvests here at all, and so what we need to do is we need to quickly... Oh, goodness gracious me. Can I squeeze a road there? No way, shape, or form. No worries. We're going to just do a little, like, backyard. Ooh, we have windmill efficiency is not great over there. That's good to know. There we go. That's totally fine. I don't remember. I don't see our road exactly. That's okay. We'll draw our road just like that. And then we're going to be right here where all the action's happening. And so we're definitely going to work on having this go up in all the great ways. Yeah, remember, like, I'm dead serious when I said that we're just going to work nonstop on upgrading any of these people who say they can. Because if we can start generating regional wealth, that's going to be really, really helpful. That's going to just do wonders for us overall. We definitely have the wood and the planks and everything else to do it. It's just a matter of actually getting everyone into the spot where they feel comfortable doing it. Now, we have that over in Nexusville. That's going to start generating some great things for us. Man alive, we really need more food. I hope that helps quickly. Over here in Havocsville, 22 timber still is not a whole lot. So we're definitely going to go ahead and bump up logging production. And we also need to start bumping up fuel production. So we're going to have to start really start doubling up on things that we didn't have to worry about before. But it's just too much. There's just too much going on for us to be able to not be responsible in that area. We're going to go ahead and upgrade to a large granary here. That's going to really, really help. Going to make sure that they have the highest priority too. And now I can take a breath. At least I hope so. Because, by golly, there's just too much going on. Now, in terms of exporting everything over here, I think we are okay. We're going to order a new horse just because I guess I can. And we have barley, which means we need to start working on malt. Or, excuse me, we need to start working, yeah, on a malt shop, which is going to be in the industry section. We're going to have a malt house. And I'm literally going to place that right here so we can start being super efficient. And on top of that, I can then do a brewery extension so they can start making their own beer themselves. Super handy. I like it. I like it a lot. And we are just going to start upgrading everyone to level 2s as well. Because again, it's going to start generating that regional wealth that we could be really helpful in generating. Nexusville has now leveled up. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to divert. We're going to divert from the normal. We are going to go after an orchardry. Now, one of the things, and I'll mention this in the tutorial video as well, but apples are an extension of burgages. And they take quite a while. They take 3 years. And until then, they only do a fraction. We're going to do an orchardry. We're going to be able to work that in. Now, however, we are starting to generate wealth. Finally, we are able to generate wealth. And I'm already torn. Like, go figure. But we are entering October, so we are definitely going to go with... Oh, I can't even flip and flap and do chickens. Because it's just, it's too much. It's too much. It's too expensive. But again, like I said, it is now our goal to start upgrading all of these as quickly as we can. Once we start getting more food into here, it'll start working. I'm honestly not sure what's happening and why we don't have a lot of people here doing all of those things. Because to be quite frank, I definitely think we should be having that. Let's see. We have no food, nothing to show that we did... that we did anything with wheat. There's flour. Okay, cool. There we go. That may help us just a little bit. But we only have fuel for a little, for a few people. Do we even have people in the storehouse and granary? I think we do. Let me take a look here. I guess the real question is, do we even have a storehouse? Or did it get burnt down? Did our storehouse get burned down? I think it did. Okay, well, we're going to prioritize the storehouse. That's very unfortunate if that's the case. And we don't even have enough yet for another oxen, which I think would really, really benefit the area. But in all cases, I think we are doing all right. I am going to go ahead and do a bowyer, I think. And that's going to allow me to have a unit of bowmen over here, which I think would be super duper helpful. Oh, sweet heavenly mercy. Dadgummit. There definitely needs to be a notification that, like, hey, by the way, you've got a lot of stuff over here. You got some people here that you should probably take a look at. Yeah, we definitely should have seen that coming. In any case, we do have a lot of barley over here. We do have a malt house, which currently has no one in it. We are going to focus on that. Oh, we don't need this then. There we go. And then that's going to, in turn, allow us to store things in the tavern and hopefully start satiating more of these people. Because we need more wealth. We need a lot of things like that. Now, as for, we did see some, or hear some bandits. Yes, there are some bandits there. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use my pole arms. I'm going to have them assemble, take care of that. That's a piece of cake. Get into my treasury and start working that stuff. I think that's the best solution right now. And I do also want to pump into the garden space because I think that is super duper crucial on top of it. And then again, the reason why I actually chose to... Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I do want to have an intentionality between this road. Eventually, it is going, I think, to lead to some other plots. Yeah, we have a really good barley field here, so I think that would work. But also, we do have, again, if we looked at our tier 2, let's find ourselves a tier 2. We do also have that. It costs 50, so it's going to take a while. But I think what we're actually going to do here, even though we have all these empty spaces, we do have so much timber that I think it makes sense to start doing some orchards. And we have plenty of space way up here to the north. And I do believe we have space We're going to go ahead and draw a thing over to here. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this is going to work really well. I do think that's kind of along, it's pretty decently along that contour line. And then we are going to have a couple of massive houses. But again, their focus is going to be on developing orchards. There we go. Look at that. Those are going to make some beautiful places. There we go. That way we have 2 families working on them per, and that'll be good. Now, we are getting our approval up as well. Taxation is a big cause of our frustration at the moment. But that's okay. Oh! Oh my. We leveled up again already. Oh, this is brilliant. So now we can unlock rye, which is similar to wheat, but it is more resilient and can be grown in a lot more fantastic places. Now, we have a fantastic place here. So I'm not sure that I want to do that. And instead, we could go towards things like fertilization, sheep breeding, even bakeries. Or we could even go into beekeeping. Every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries. Placing more will not increase the yields, which eventually will lead to collecting wax. Interesting. Interesting. Or we can do this, a permanent market stall, which provides a passive income of bread, as long as the region has enough regional wealth. There's lots of things we can do here. I think we're going to go with fertilization, though, because we do need to be able to have all of our fields be fertilized. And we may have just a stupidly large sheep industry. I think that would be appropriate. We're all well there. We're going to come over here. Did we go ahead and take those guys on? I think we did. I think we just, like, tanked them. And they didn't even know what was happening. That works for me. It's my favorite type of thing to have happen. All right. Yep, that's exactly what happened. We had some bodies that need buried. We're going to go ahead and build a corpse pit just on the outskirts of town over here. And that will be well and good in the neighborhood. Belongs to my treasury now. Thank you so much. We're going to use that to rebuild as well. Rebuild these boyos. Nexus. Oh no, I think unless they just get renamed. Okay, Nexus is alive still. Everyone else is dead. Apologies. It happens to the best of us. But I think we're okay now. Overall, doing great. Oh my word, I'm super excited that Nexusville is now back up and operational. Now, I think what we're going to do for the time being, we have a lot here. Yes, we are definitely going to build a rather nice manor over here. And I did take some hints from my good friend One Proud Bavarian on how we can sort of expand what we're going to do for this. He mentioned, ooh, he did mention something, but we're, yeah, let's close that. We can't commit to it anyways. But what I loved about One Proud Bavarian's video, and you can definitely go check it out, is that he kind of found a janky exploit in order to allow us to be able to take on a more unique area for this. And I love it. I love everything about what he did. And so we're going to do that too. Basically, what he did was he kind of found an exploit where if you build a bunch of things, you can essentially allow your area to expand, which I think is just really freaking brilliant. And so we're definitely going to do that. We're going to add almost like a legit citadel type area for the time being. And I think it'll be really, really cool looking. So I'm definitely not stealing the credit here. One Proud Bavarian, you definitely need to go check his stuff out, by the way, because I think it's going to be awesome. So we're going to have a couple of nobles' houses here, is kind of my thought. There we go. We're going to drop in a well area, if I can find it. There we go. Oh, perfect. We're just right in the midst of it all. which is great. And we are going to build just a tiny little marketplace. I think even 12's a little too many. There we go. There's our little marketplace area. And then I think we do have to roll with a nice little setup. This may be where the Lord's Castle is. And we're going to drop in that right there. Now we're going to let that develop, and then we're going to try and build our manor around it. And I'm kind of going to let that go a bit naturally as well. Now, in terms of this region, what do we have in excess? We need way more firewood. There you go. That's going to help us a lot, especially considering we're preparing for freaking winter. We have loads and loads of hides. We have tons of shoes and herbs. A little bit low on the ale, but we're working on that because we do have, or we did rather have a good amount there. And the brewer's working as intended. Fantastico. Now, Havocville is all right. Nexusville. Can we upgrade you? Yes, we should. Okay, we definitely need a second thing of food. Gotcha. Now we have veggies. Those veggies are going to help. And it looks like we've already run out of all of this other stuff, which is fine. We're just going to roll with that. I am going to go ahead and drop in a couple more people here as they go into their fields and do all that stuff. And then hopefully these will start spawning things. We have food for 2 months, fuel for 4. Havocville, I know, isn't much better off at all. We have 0 fuel. So yeah, we definitely need to start working on that. We don't have anyone here, so we're going to prioritize this as well. And that should really help. That should really help overall and allow me to push where I need to push. Now, the real question is... Nope, we're not. We need to get out of that. Is trade tax not available? What I really, really want is I want treasury taxes. We're going to turn tithe off because we're tithing our extra food and we don't need that. Interesting. So these appear to be things we can't actually do, which is fine. It's a little frustrating, but it is fine. And then we just need another source of food. Right now we only have veggies, and that's not working out very well. I think we'll be okay. And once again, the transition into winter is just, I mean, chef's kiss. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I just love it. It's so well done. The weather effects, I think, are the best in the game that I've ever experienced in my life. I am not even lying. We have some great shots here. Some great things happening overall. Everyone, I mean, we're definitely getting there. And it looks just so daggum good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Now, we did a great deal of work here. I am very happy. I am very, very pleased with everything that's going on here. Our development has been stunted in a very weird sort of way, but I definitely think we're on the up and up. Soon we'll have a good source of ale coming in. We'll be able to work those pretty darn well. And then over here in Nexusville, oh hey, there's a corpse, our corpse pit, where we just took all the dead bodies. But Nexusville is recovering, and not only is it recovering, it is actually thriving. Soon, we're going to be able to develop enough regional wealth to really able to work this place as much as we need to. But that'll have to wait till next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do all the stuff and the things. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next episode.